Does going to church make you a Christian?
No.
The top 5 hockey players with mullets.
Unveil the mullet.
Part of God creating the world perfect was that he had a plan for how man was going to act and also how he was going to think. And because we disobeyed God, now our actions and our thinking don't reflect his perfect plan at all. So what that means is that God's standard of goodness is something we are never able to obtain. Doing good is not going to make you good enough for God. In order for humanity to be perfect again, the God who created us perfect in the first place is going to have to create us a second time so that we can desire him and think how he wants us to think. So this is the problem with thinking that going to church will make you a Christian. Works is not what saves us. That's a cardinal truth in Christianity. When people hear this, often they think, okay, so then I don't need to go to church, or reading my Bible isn't a necessity. But it is, we just have to get it in the right order. Service to God is going to follow having a desire for him. Serving him will not give us a desire for him. So it's like saying, just because you're cooking food doesn't mean you own a restaurant. But if you own a restaurant, probably going to be cooking food. So going to church doesn't make you a Christian, but being a Christian means you're going to be going to church. Okay, so here's how I want to prove this to you today. I think that Okay, first of all, we just noticed something. We're totally teaching you lies on this show.
I'll fix that.
Really changes the verse, actually. Now you can read it. Don't read it. Don't rewind this video. Here's my theory that I wanted to share with you today. Every great hockey player has a mullet.
I'm not sure if I agree with that.
I think that the mullet in hockey was kind of an era. Nowadays, the gross beard is more the thing for hockey players. But one of the things I wanted to share with you today was what I would say the top 5 hockey players with mullets. So not just the top 5 mullets, but the top 5 best hockey players who had mullets.
Very specific. Okay. And I have not seen any of these.
Number 5, best hockey player with a mullet, Wendell Clark. I'm just a little bit too young of a Leafs fan to remember Wendell Clark. I was born right at the end of that era.
Okay.
But in his day, this man had a beautiful flowing mullet that he would play with. Number 4, Patrick Kane. Last year's leading goal scorer has this beauty on his head.
He's also got a beard going.
Okay, number 3, best hockey player with a mullet, Jaromir Jagr. Now this is iconic. When people think Jagr, they think mullet.
I like the other guy better. I do not like this guy's hair.
Number 2, Mario Lemieux. Now he actually was on the team with Jagr, so here they are together. Number 1, greatest hockey player with a mullet of all time is the great one himself, Wayne Gretzky. This beauty. So as far as greatest hockey player, obviously Wayne Gretzky. As far as greatest mullet, I think goes to Jaromir Jagr. So what we talked about earlier is the fact that going to church doesn't make you a Christian, but if you are a Christian, then you're going to end up going to church. Having a mullet doesn't make you a great hockey player, but if you're a great hockey player, clearly you're going to end up with a mullet eventually. I know that's not always true, but we're gonna pretend that it is. It should be true.
It should be.
You can't grow a mullet. As far as I'm concerned, I don't know if you're great or not. The jury is still out on Crosby. So we wanted to test this theory today, if having a mullet would make you good at hockey.
Okay.
So I got a mullet.
Which I have not seen yet.
I put a status on Facebook that said if I got a certain number of likes, Caleb would give me a mullet, and he did. So first of all, I want to show you my mullet, and then I want to try my hockey skills. So anyway, you want to see the mullet?
Yep. Yes, I do.
Did you hear that, everyone?
Unveil the mullet.
A girl just said she wants to see my mullet, so a lot of people are wrong about that already. What do you think?
Ew. I don't think I want to see the front. Oh boy. Oh.
Just kind of like went with the buzzer. He wasn't like pressed against my head. So it's not really an even like length at all. What do you think, Becca? Your husband said that this was his finest work. What do you think on that?
Well, he hasn't worked much.
Okay, so we need to check if I am now a great hockey player. Because full disclaimer, I wasn't before.
It's true.
but I might be now.
Okay, so what we want to do today is just test a few skills to see if I'm an NHL level hockey player. We want to test stick handling, shooting, and fighting skills. So the first thing I'm going to do, I was inspired by the man with the mullet, Patrick Kane. I want to try and reenact this shootout goal.
Patrick Kane on Howard. Lots of moves. Yes! There is a time for showmanship in the shootout. That could easily just slide right into the corner.
Action! Got it in. 1 for 1 so far. It's looking pretty good for the mullet. Pretty good for the mullet. Okay, next up we're gonna see if I can fight like Wendell Clark.
So now Wendell Clark, 2 left hands on Wilson. Back to their feet and Clark, 3 right hands. Wendell Clark, a hard-nosed rookie, and now he's got...
Okay, let's see if I can do this. Okay, here we go. One and one. Okay, stick handling skills. Let's see if I can weave it. Brendan Shanahan, you can call me. Ah! Okay, let's get inside.
I would say I'm a pretty good hockey player. What is really clear is that I'm not going to make the NHL. If you were to put me and Wayne Gretzky side by side, even Wayne Gretzky at the age of
55.
Is he actually? Could still skate circles around me, even though I have a mullet and he doesn't anymore.
Point proven.
So the point is that a mullet does not make you a great hockey player.
In the same way, going to church does not make you a Christian.
But we do know that the Bible says...
So also, faith by itself, if it does not have works, is dead. James 2 verse 17.
So doing things for God or works will follow faith. Like once you become the leading goal scorer in the NHL, what follows is a mullet. So get on that, Sidney! If you like this video, click subscribe. If you like mullets, click subscribe. If you like hockey, click subscribe. If you like this button, click subscribe. If you like my face, watch the last video. If you think Sidney Crosby should get a mullet, share the link to this video on Twitter and Facebook and everywhere so that eventually he will see it.